We're at the Povenier campground in northern New Mexico near Las Vegas, and we're about to start a backpacking trip into the Pecos wilderness. Let's go. So I stopped for a quick water break. The trail pretty much just climbs uphill. It's like 4.5 miles, 2,200-ish feet of elevation gain from what I remember. And pretty sure I'm close to the part where it starts doing the switchbacks, which is going to be the roughest part, but it'll be, I mean, it's only 2 miles. Won't be too bad. Obviously, having just moved earlier in the week, I'm not used to the elevation, and we got the quarantine 15 to deal with as well. Because I'm in the greatest shape right now, but we're gonna do it. So the trail, we're not at the switchbacks yet as far as I can tell, but it has pretty sharply started increasing. I'm definitely feeling it, definitely feeling being out of shape, feeling the elevation. So I would say that if the spring is not running and there are no snowdrifts to get water from, I'd say it's a pretty high likelihood that this will be a one-night trip, because I am sweating. Not 5 minutes after saying that I needed to find water, or I was hoping that there was water at the top, I heard this stream just off the trail. I don't even think it's on the map as an intermittent stream, so I'm gonna fill up here, drink probably the rest of my 32-ounce water bottle, and have a snack, get some rest. So I said the stream wasn't on the map, but I think I lied. I think this is the stream, which means that we're pretty close to where these switchbacks start. Success. Went up the trail a ways. That stream that was flowing pretty good just disappears as you go up. Must go underground or something. I'm glad I got water when I did instead of holding out. Gigantic cliff face. So here we've got our first views, looking back down the way we came, looking east. Pretty instantly, the tree coverage changed. I don't know a lot about trees, but definitely looks like there's some like birch family up there that wasn't there before. Could be aspens. Prior to this, it was all ponderosa basically. Now we're getting pretty close to the level off. All right. First really awesome view. I'm gonna stop and have a snack here. Enjoy it. I'm sure there'll be more to come. Yeah, I got a heavy pack right now. I'll explain that in a bit. For now, it's time to eat. We have in the back there, hope you can see it. I'm pretty sure that's Elk Mountain. Not very prominent, but you drive up there with ATVs and stuff. I haven't done it, but maybe I'll do it this year. And then you can kind of get a glimpse through the trees there of Truchas Peaks. Well, definitely Truchas on the left, might be Chimayosos on the right. I love those peaks, they're my favorite, and it's pretty cool that we get to see them even all the way out here. I don't know, this might be the last chance we see them because Hermit Peak is definitely below tree line, so but yeah, cool to see some views into the western Pecos. So here's Hermit Spring, and I wanted to do a dramatic reveal to see if the inside had water, but as we can see, looks like there's plenty of water. So definitely excellent. We're gonna sit here and have lunch. All right, well, here's something cool. A cross close to the top of Hermit's Peak. I mean, we're basically at the top. I don't know where the specific point that marks the top is, but yeah, somebody made this cross. Somebody left a little offering here for Easter, possibly, probably. Very cool to see stuff like this on the trail, especially in the backcountry. So based on the leveling off of the topography, I would venture to say that this is the one that marks the actual peak. I'll look in a minute to see if there's a register, but it doesn't look like there is. So, not much to see right here, obviously, but just keep going down that way, and we should get to some pretty awesome cliffs. Not much you could say about a view like this. It's about 1 o'clock. I started at 8. Granted, I took a lot of stops, and plus the filming. It's about 5 hours, and I'm not even counting the time against myself that I was walking over there. So 5 hours minus probably 45 minutes, so 4:15 with a big pack. Not too shabby for not being acclimated, I would say. The weather is supposed to be clear, no chance of rain, sunny skies. Looked like there was a little bit of wind in the forecast, 15 to 25 miles an hour. I'd say right here, given that I'm on top of a flat mountain, it's pretty calm. A few occasional breeze, but I'm not really worried about trees or my tent blowing away. So I'm gonna get to work unpacking my tent, unpacking my stuff, setting up my tent, and we'll check back in. We'll talk some more. A little bit about me. My name is Nate. For those of you who don't know me, I grew up in the Chicago area. I went to University of New Mexico for my undergraduate. Moved out there, lived there for 4 years, and after that, I moved to Central North Carolina to do my grad school. And I just got a job in northern New Mexico, so living there now, north of Albuquerque. I'm here pretty much indefinitely. I got no plans to leave, so definitely will have time to do hikes like this again. Pretty excited. I love New Mexico. I love northern New Mexico, but do want to check out southern New Mexico too. After some deliberation between Three Sisters Stew, which is in here, and lasagna with meat sauce, I've opted for the lasagna with meat sauce. Alright, so I'm making my lasagna with meat sauce. Well, good morning. It's about 6:30 right now, day 2. Slept pretty terribly. I always get terrible sleep when I'm camping. I'm a side sleeper, so I don't have a very comfy inflatable mattress. I just use one of the accordion guys, and they're light and they're better than nothing, but they definitely don't help if you're a side sleeper. It wasn't very cold last night. I mean, I'm pretty comfortable in what I'm wearing right now. And this is basically what I wore to bed, aside from the gloves. So, it was really, really windy. It didn't really affect the tent or the trees, but you could just hear the wind blowing. It sounded like you were in a wind tunnel, or that there was a jet plane flying over you. It reminded me a lot of Big Bend, actually, which I guess should be sort of unsurprising, given that its kind of topography is pretty similar to the South Rim, in that it gradually comes up and then just drops. So I'm gonna have some, I think, grits this morning. It's kind of funny because I lucked out with the fact that the spring was flowing, and the fact is that even with the spring flowing, I think I'm pretty low on water. I've decided to make this just a 2-day trip. I'm just gonna backtrack my route. Alright, made it back at the El Porvenir campground trailhead. Made it down in 2 hours, and that includes time I spent filming, so definitely felt it in the knees and ankles, but as far as speed wise, it was pretty fast, pretty easy. So it's gonna wrap up this video. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the scenery. I know I loved it. Hermit Peak was a bucket list for me, and I couldn't recommend it more. Definitely gonna have to do the loop like I planned, but probably in reverse sometime in the future. I'm sure I'll be day hiking for a while, given my tent being out of commission. Finally, just you know, stay safe, stay responsible, and until next time.